Wow. Did you remember in 2021, Kamala Harris was put in charge of a $42 billion effort to get internet service to millions of Americans? Almost 4 years later, and they haven't been one person connected. Not one person out of that 42 billion. And to make matters worse, guess what? They had a deal with Elon Musk to give internet to over 640,000 homes and businesses at $1,300 per location. In 2023, the Biden and Harris administration revoked that with Elon because they didn't like what he had to say because he bought Twitter and he was letting people talk. Because he was letting people have free speech. And they decided to go after him. And now they've made some kind of new deal that it's going to cost over $100,000 per location. But they still ain't nobody been hooked up. Let's see what Marjorie Taylor Greene had to say about that.
This hearing is called A Legacy of Incompetence, Consequences of the Biden-Harris Administration's Policy Failures. Policies that do not deliver results for the American people, who are the taxpayers, are complete failures. Spending money and allocating money is not a policy of success. It's the outcome of the money that has been spent based on the policy. So I'd like to talk through this one that I find absolutely shocking, especially given that my district is a rural district in Georgia. This is in 2021. President Biden taps Kamala Harris to lead effort to close digital divide.
I got to cut in here for a second because I'm in the digital divide. You don't want to know what I've had to go through to try to get enough internet to do a YouTube channel. I mean, come on now. It took me almost a year to get hooked up to the fiber link that was closer to my house than the pedestal that was a copper line that's been hit 3 times in the last 2 years in a car accident. People run out the road and hit the pedestal, and they won't fix it. The line got cut last year, but probably about 15 to 20 days out of the month, I'll have no internet. None. I mean, I could maybe stream something off YouTube as long as I don't try to upload anything, but it's going to buffer. And then finally, thank God, I get on this fiber thing, and now I get a little bit better. I mean, it ain't nothing to write home about. Let's be real. But at least I can upload a video. It just takes 2 days sometimes. Wow. And I got Kamala to thank for that. I'm so glad I know that now, right? $42 billion, 4 years. And not one person, not one hooked up. What is it with this stuff, man? $1 billion charging stations for cars that don't work. $42 billion for people for internet in rural areas, and it don't. Nobody's hooked up. You mean to tell me I could be having Starlink cheaply, and I don't get it because of Kamala? Damn her. Damn her. Con! Damn you, Con! For all you Star Trek nerds, you know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Does everything have to be a con with him? Couldn't they just get us some internet? This is crazy. All right.
The White House released their remarks by President Biden, an address to a joint session of Congress. And in the process, it will create thousands and thousands of good-paying jobs. It creates jobs connecting every American with high-speed internet, including 35% of the rural America that still doesn't have it. This is going to help our kids and our businesses succeed in the 21st century economy. And I'm asking the Vice President to lead this effort, if she would. Vice President replied, "Of course." The President said, "Because I know it will get done." Now, fast forward to 2024. Here's the headlines. Why has Joe Biden's $42 billion broadband program not connected one single household? Maybe it's because, this is also in the headlines, that Harris announces plans to help 80% of Africa gain access to the internet.
Why is it always seems like they're more interested in helping people in the third world country than they are people in our country? Can anybody answer that for me? But, I'm going to say this. I wonder how many of them African people got hooked up to the internet. I wonder if there's one more person in Africa got hooked up than they did here in America. I kind of doubt it. Seems how, that's the people they like to hurt the most. The people in the third world. I don't know. That's one damn sure way to hurt them. Just give them internet connection. Everybody, they've given it to every culture that's got it. Been damn near destroyed. Maybe they did. I could be wrong on that one. Let's see.
Up from 40% now. Talk about a policy failure. Talk about not delivering results to the American people. Spending $42 billion, yet not having one household connected to the internet. Mr. Carr, is that actually true? Not one home got internet?
That's correct. In Georgia alone, there's about 257,000 homes and businesses that lack internet today. So that's potentially millions of people that were supposed to be connected through this program. $42 billion was enough money to actually end the digital divide in this country with competent implementation.
Wow. $42 billion. Maybe I need to start making good videos about Kamala. Maybe she'll share some of the wealth. I mean, she could give me just 10% of that and not even notice it, I bet. I'd notice it. Oh, yeah. What is 10%? Oh. 420 million, maybe? Oh, yeah, I'd notice that. Hey, Kamala. Hey, you want me on your team? Start sharing some of that wealth. I bet that's how she's paying all them influencers to help her campaign and affording to bus all them people. Right. Wow. I wonder if they could count as being hooked up to the internet. Ooh-wee. I'd like some of that action. I might actually would even go to one of her rallies for that kind of money. At least a little one. Money when nobody looking.
Unfortunately, we have not cleared that hurdle. We have stories out right now that describe the implementation as chaotic, dysfunction, delays, no guidance, finger pointing, messy, delayed, rolled out. That's just not getting the job done.
Ain't that what all them people that was on her staff that quit said? I mean, damn near to the word. Except for nobody there say that they wasn't allowed to look her in the eye or had to call her general. Or maybe she makes people call her beat man or something. No. Oh, goodness.
That's right, Mr. Carr. And many of those homes and businesses are actually in my district, and they're outraged. You know, we're over $35 trillion in debt. Biden-Harris administration has been in charge for nearly 4 years, but not one home and business has gotten internet. It's outrageous. This is so concerning to me. How can the woman, Kamala Harris, that is telling the country right now she wants to be president of the United States, actually ask for this job if she has not been able to deliver what the president assigned her to do, which was to take that $42 billion and provide internet to the American people? I find that hard to believe because I own a construction company, and when we get hired to do a job, guess what? We deliver it.
I know everybody gonna find this hard to believe, but that's what I did for 25 years, was connectivity, communications, literally installing communications networks. I was a contractor, and I can promise you, if they didn't nobody get their internet working, I didn't get paid. Man, how do you get signed up for that? I need me some of that kind of job where you can just get $42 billion a night. Do a bitch ass thing. Yeah, I need some of that work. How do you sign up for that? Oh, that's right. I know how. Yeah. I don't think that bad. I don't think that I couldn't do what she had to do to get there. Really proud. On second thought, maybe she did earn that money. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Oh.